friends, welcome. My name is Maddie. I am an elf here that works at Hazel Village. I guess that's what we call ourselves. We call ourselves elves. And today we are going to use one of our play sets. This is the art set. It's sort of taken apart right now, but it comes with, first of all, this little notepad so you could paint, along with the watercolor set. So I have this very well used one right here. Clearly I've been enjoying the art set and I'm excited to paint today. I am not a professional, but I do have Jeremy Owl here, and he is known as the resident painter. He likes to draw and paint portraits of the animals using their favorite colors. So I'm going to take a cue from him, and I think we're going to paint Lucy Owl today since she just got her new little makeover. And her collection had a lot of blue and yellow in it, so I guess those will be the two primary colors that I'm going to use. So join along. I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions we get here, and I'll show you the art set. Stick around and paint with me. So first, let me show you the art set before we get started. So it comes with this little easel. It's the perfect size for your Hazel Village animals. So here's a little size comparison next to Jeremy. This beautiful backpack, I must say, very high quality. I would like to own a backpack like this in my size. And it has a little bit of color theory here on the front, so you can learn your colors and also your shades and hues. So here it fits perfectly on the easel. It also fits perfectly in the bag, so let me show you. This one actually already has a not used little pad in there. And it also comes with so I'll show you, the little watercolors, and they're fully functional. They work, and that's what we're going to use to paint today. We're going to use my already used. Look at the comparison of the two of them. So this one's mine. We'll go ahead and use that one, and someone else can enjoy using this nice clean one. Something I like about this backpack, it has this nice strap so it stays on. We'll put it on Jeremy. Ta-da! And this strap has Velcro on it too, so it connects to the strap. It's nice and tight around his back. And now he's ready to paint on the go. I almost forgot the best part of the art set, which is this beret. So we made this blue beret here in our workshop, which is a question we get frequently. Where are the products made? We work with a wider range of very talented artisans and also seamstresses here in New York City. We're currently based in Brooklyn. We're filming this actually in our Brooklyn workshop, so if you hear sewing machines in the background, they're probably working on the next Hazel Village project. So when we create products, we start them here in Brooklyn. Our head elf, Jane, so she's the one who created Hazel Village, and she's also our head designer. So she'll think of a collection or an animal. She will sketch out an entire collection around them, and she'll paint them all with watercolors, which is why watercolors are a very important element here at Hazel Village. You'll also notice this watercolor backdrop I have here behind me. This was actually the painting that we used for our mural in the meadow shop. Once we have the collection drawn, we start creating samples here in our workshop, and once the samples are approved, we'll send them off to the artisans. So we work with various artisans across the globe. We have very talented makers. I believe both the top and the overalls that Jeremy is wearing were created in Colombia. They're very talented there. You'll notice me using the word talented a lot because everything is handmade with so much care and love, and you can definitely tell when you're looking at the product. And then our doll friends themselves are created by artisans in Nepal. So mini friends and clothes that are made in Cambodia, and recently recently started working with new artisan group in India to create some of the block print patterns that you might notice on items such as the Juneberry gown, and also beautiful wooden products like furniture that we just released. We're excited to create more. I could sit here all day and talk about every group and person who's involved in creating the Hazel Village products. So definitely head to the Hazel Village blog. We have a lot more information on each artisan group, and we would love for you to hear their stories. I haven't even started drawing yet, so we're gonna take out my notebook. I'm gonna start sketching Lucy Owl. So I have her right here. Okay, we have Jeremy here. He's gonna give me some lessons. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try sketching Lucy first with a pencil. And I'm just gonna do it very lightly so you can't really see the pencil marks. Maybe I could erase them afterwards, after I'm done painting. I don't know, I think Jeremy would tell me to do that. But he would also say, do whatever makes me comfortable. So I have to, of course, draw her in her cute little outfit. She's wearing some of my favorite pieces of doll clothing that are on our site right now. So she's wearing they're the Meadow Pantalettes, and then this Dewdrop pocket shirt. First of all, I love the collar. I love layering things over it so the collar pops up. So soft, alpaca wool, ivory sweater. This is a Hazel Village staple. Hopefully it's around forever, because I always recommend this product to everyone when they're wondering what clothes to buy for the Hazel Village friends. And of course, if you're wearing a pocket shirt, you have to have a little mini friend in there. So I picked Charlie because her tan fur matches Lucy's new tan feathers. Alright, so while I sketch Lucy, I guess I could talk about who is Hazel. Do we have a villager named Hazel? I know Hazel is a popular name, as it should be, because it's a very beautiful name. And the reason we're called Hazel Village is not after a friend named Hazel, but actually after the hazel tree. So the hazelnut tree, it has its significance here at Hazel Village. You know, I've asked Jane this question before, why the name Hazel Village, and honestly I believe the answer, and you know, I did correct myself afterwards, but it had something to do with her just liking the name. And one of the alternative names she was going for was Garden Gate, which I also think would be a really cool name. I do appreciate the name Garden Gate, but I'm glad she went with Hazel Village. So here's my rough sketch of Lucy. I don't know if you can see it, I'll show the camera. But I think that's good enough. Yeah, I think it's good enough. I'm sort of following, so something about Jane is, I mentioned this earlier, but she does all the watercolors, so I'm going to use her art as an example. Jane, you've heard me talk about her. I said she's the founder. She started Hazel Village back in 2010, and it was just a little art project she was doing out of her apartment. And she would sell on Etsy, or she would just sell at markets, and eventually Hazel Village grew into what you see today. And I'm very fortunate that I get to be a part of it, so I'm very excited for the future of Hazel Village and what it has in store. We are moving on to coloring. So I have my tiny little paintbrush. I already have a little cup of water here, and we're going to paint. I already filmed this video once, and I was like, this is not it. So, and I really did not like the painting, so that was practice for today. Another question that we frequently receive: what is the difference between Emma and Penelope Ragland? So, the nice thing about watercolors is that they start off really light, so you could always build up. But I'm someone who's not very patient, and sometimes I get a little too impatient and I start painting other colors next to the freshly painted watercolor and they bleed. So I guess I'm going to start on other areas with different colors. So I've already painted the top of Lucy. So I she's tan, which there's no tan in this palette, but I mixed this brown and yellow a little bit. And it's up to your interpretation, so you can paint Lucy whatever color you want. So, are Emma and Penelope the same base doll? And the answer to that is Emma and Penelope are the same base doll. So the difference between Emma and Penelope isn't really in the doll because they're the same doll. And they're also twins. They're the pair of twins at Hazel Village. They're, I believe, the only siblings besides Lucas and Zoe Rabbit. And Zoe Rabbit is Lucas's older sister. If you see any similar animals, such as the foxes, they're not necessarily siblings, although Reginald and Owen might be distantly related, but yet to confirm that. But the difference between Emma and Penelope are their stories. So Emma is, I would say she's very outgoing and she loves May Day. So that is her thing. She loves ribbons and frills and she's just really excited to teach everyone May Day dances and dance around the May Day pole and collecting ribbons and whatnot. And Penelope, I would maybe describe her as a little shy. She loves to craft. She loves, she's not opposed to a frill. You can see she's wearing one of my favorite outfit combinations, which is the Firefly tutu, and also the Firefly tutu in the posy pink flower crown, along with the ivory sweater, which is my favorite. Something I'm doing right now, look, that's already bleeding. But that's okay, that's the fun of watercolors, is that the colors blend into each other so seamlessly. It's so beautiful. So I'm mixing green with white to get this sort of dewdrop color. And a little bit of blue in there too, because it's not quite green, but it's not blue either. Or, I don't know. It's honestly how you perceive color. Another frequently asked question I see is who was the first Hazel Village animal? So as you know, Hazel Village was started by Jane in 2010, and the first animal she ever created was Annika Mouse. But she wasn't quite the Annika we know today. She had the smooth side of the fleece rather than the soft side. And what I mean by the smooth side is I'll use Lucy as an example. So we have the smooth side of the fleece on her legs, and the soft side is her feathers, but with Annika, she was all smooth. And she was slightly smaller than the Hazel Village friends you see today. If you know of our limited friend, Simon Mouse, he was a tinier guy, and he was closer to the original size of the Hazel Village friends when Jane first made them. I kind of messed up my painting. I got some orange on Lucy outside of her beak, but that's okay because, nobody's perfect. No piece of artwork is perfect in my opinion, so I'm just going to go ahead and diffuse that out with just some water. And you know what? Maybe she was eating something orange. Maybe she was eating some tomato sauce and got some on her beak, which totally understandable. I do that every once in a while too. The brown we have here is sort of like a orangey color, so I'm gonna make it darker a little bit by mixing it with black. Let's see if that helps. Oh yeah, so now it's definitely more of a true brown. There we go. Oops. There we go. I just made her beak larger. No more sauce face. Salt. Oh no, look at her little. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. This is just a first draft. I'm no professional. And this is a learning experience, I think. While this is drying, I guess I'll answer more questions. Can you wash the dolls? You can indeed wash the dolls. We definitely recommend spot cleaning first, so just taking a sponge and some mild soap, maybe just using a little bit of dishwashing soap, and just spot clean them with maybe a rag. That usually does the trick, but I understand, especially if these friends are traveling with you, they're going on adventures, they can get a little grubby. So we definitely recommend hand washing them and laying them flat out to dry. You could use warm or cold water, but we definitely recommend just being gentle with them. If you must put them in the washing machine, because I understand that sometimes hand washing, that can take a little bit of time. You can put them in the washer and dryer. We just recommend perhaps maybe putting a romper on them to protect their extremities. Highly recommend putting them in a delicates bag, or if you don't have a delicates bag, a pillowcase. That will really help in protecting them when they go through the washer. Definitely gentlest cycle you can, especially if you are putting them in the dryer, but definitely recommend laying them out flat to dry. Then your Hazel Village friend is ready to go, and they're all clean and they're ready for the next journey. So yeah, what ages do we recommend the dolls for? So something I love about the Hazel Village animals and dolls is that they're perfect for all ages. So you could start them with newborns, and the nice thing about them is there's no hard components on the dolls themselves. Everything is sewn in, so you have this hand-sewn embroidery. There's nothing hard that's going to fall out. If you're giving them clothes, we definitely recommend starting them with something simple, or even no clothes at all. And as your child grows older and they start to develop their dexterity, you could start giving them clothes. Then they get to dress up their friends as they grow older and older, and they can grow with them, which I just think is wonderful. So we appreciate you choosing Hazel Village for your little ones. If you are an older hazelnut, do not feel bad, because I always tell people the Hazel Village friends are for people of all ages, because they are. I definitely have a couple Hazel Village friends myself. The Hazelnuts are our loyalty program. They are excellent. I highly recommend you look, if you are interested in the Hazel Village community, look into our loyalty program. Place more than one order, and your order sum has to come out to $250 US dollars or more. And once you hit that threshold, you are automatically added. You get free domestic shipping on all orders under $100, because after that it's free domestic shipping. And you get to be part of the Hazelnut community. You get special sneak peeks. We have a whole Hazel Village Hazelnut blog. It has a breakdown of each of our drops and price points. You get exclusive content, and you get access to just a wonderful community of people. We're honored that such a community has come together for Hazel Village. So we know many hazelnuts who are of all ages. I recommend the Hazel Village Friends for anyone who would love a woodland critter in their life. Do we ship internationally? Answer is we ship to most places across the globe, which is very exciting that there's so many Hazel Village Friends on the planet, just everywhere. It's an honor. The prices do vary based on where you live, but luckily the taxes are calculated at checkout. So if you are curious, just head to our website and head to checkout, and we will calculate those taxes for you. So right now, since I'm waiting for Lucy to dry, and I'm very impatient, I'm just going to color the background, because I find painting very soothing. Another question I'd like to answer is, do all the doll clothes fit all the Hazel Village friends? And the answer is mostly yes. There are some exceptions. I know that the toads sort of have a hard time wearing some hats because their eyes are on top of their heads, but we do try to consider them when designing products. So we apologize to our toad friends. Animals love to share, and they fit our kid dollies as well, so they could always be swapping outfits with one another. What is the deal with limited edition products? Do they restock? So this has been a question we've received lately because our products have been selling out at just tremendous rates. It's like nothing I've ever seen here. We do operate on a model where we make things in small batches. It's just, we're trying to be as sustainable as possible and prevent any product from going to waste and not being sold. Because we are a small business, it can sometimes be very detrimental to us if a product is around for too long and not selling. So it's a very risky game. However, we're glad that there's so many people that now want to buy our products, so we are rapidly adjusting. However, because we work with small teams and small batches, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have the capability to restock some limited items since they're always working on the next few collections. So we don't do a lot of restocks, but if we do, we'll always inform you. And you can always email us with any questions. But the nice thing about Hazel Village is we're always working on the next thing and improving. So if you like a particular style and we see that it sells out really fast, that is a good indicator to us that we need to make something similar. If not, bring that product back. So we're always working on the next project, and we're really excited for you to see what's coming out soon. I know I'm always excited to show everyone the next collection, and I have a very hard time keeping my mouth shut about what's about to happen. Okay, so just adding some orange here just for funsies. It's like an ivory. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional. I think I tried my best. I think I need to like outline it when it dries. Maybe I'll edit it. I'll maybe edit it in post. Let's see. But I tried my best, and I think that's what matters. I think I'm gonna wrap it up now. So if you have any other questions about Hazel Village and you're curious, please leave a comment and we'll answer you as best as we can. And we appreciate you being here. And as the villagers say, take good care. Okay, bye.